Don Draper from the TV show Mad Men gave a fantastic pitch about a Polaroid projector in which he alluded to nostalgia to describe the device. The device, for reference, is designed to showcase pictures that one might have taken at an event, a wedding, birthday, whatever the case may have been. Don, however, said, nostalgia in Greek literally means the pain from an old wound. Nostalgia takes us to a place where we long to go. I found it a little challenging to select one particular object to describe myself. However, I do feel that how I recently have been surrounding myself with the things from my childhood, it has made me put a little bit more value in the things that I used to like. For example, I find myself watching movies, listening to music, going to events like Monster Jam, Monster Trucks, and WWE that bring me back to the feelings of the days where everything was just a little bit more simpler. Back to the days of VCRs and Nintendo 64, back when McDonald's wasn't trying to mirror the aesthetic of Starbucks, back when I would wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning and on Saturdays to watch Linkin Park and Blink-182 music videos on MTV in my basement. While I don't think I'm just one object, I think that the objects of my childhood are what best embody who I am. The late 90s and early 2000s were an interesting and fun era for me in which I discovered who I was and became who I am. I can best describe myself as a video game on Nintendo 64. While not having been on such elaborate adventures as the characters of Super Smash Bros. Or Star Fox, I find myself seeking out adventure and wanting to compete against my colleagues and others to become successful. And of course, beat somebody in Super Smash Bros. At any chance I can get. The creative landscapes that these video games had make you want to explore more and discover new things. I can describe myself as a VCR tape from Blockbuster, similar in seeking out adventure as the Nintendo 64, but I do try to live my life daily almost as a plot of a film from the 90s, only getting exhausted by the evening and then needing to be rewound again before turning into a new plot. And by that I mean returning the tape, rewound, getting a new one, and of course not inheriting a fine from a non-rewound tape. And by being rewound, I do mean sleeping, and I do enjoy sleeping. I can describe myself as watching cartoons on Nickelodeon, drawing my sense of humor from the likes of SpongeBob and Patrick, or even enjoying the competition of Legends of Hidden Temple. I see myself uniquely in how these characters in the shows act, or even being envious of Timmy Turner and wishing that I had fairy godparents to grant my every wish. I can describe myself by the forts my friends and I would build and the different imaginary battles we would have fending off invisible enemies. The grit and low-level engineering skills required of me to build these forts has turned me into a bit of a handyman as I've grown up. In conclusion, I'm the embodiment of all the things that I enjoyed as a kid and the things that I long to go back to. The objects I described are in tandem with myself. They're adventurous, fun, and by all means, the things that I value being able to enjoy in my memories that I had from my childhood now. I hope you all look back at the things you enjoyed in your childhood and get that sensation through your body of the good times that you had. And I also realized that everything I described essentially sounded like I sat inside all day, and I can assure you I was not. Thank you all, and again, I just realized I didn't introduce myself, but I am Griffin Sinclair, and I look forward to taking the class with you all.